Hi, Michael here, and I'm finally doing another devlog for Radio General. It's been a while, it's been pretty busy, but I should have more free time now. So this devlog, I've actually implemented orders, at least very simple orders. And so orders are going to be what you tell your units to do. So in this very simple tutorial here, we're going to have two friendly units that are somewhere on this map, and there'll be one enemy unit also somewhere on this map. So to figure out where units are, you select from these menus here which unit you want to have the order apply to, and then you select which order you want to use. So for now, we're just going to have Able report their status. So let's find out where they are. Okay, they say that they're at La Glaze, and they've suffered no casualties. So if we look on our map here, we see there's two towns, La Glaze and Devlog. Well, they said they're at La Glaze, so if I just drop, I can just drag my unit marker icon here. And remember, these unit icons do not represent where the units actually are. They're just for your benefit and used to keep track of where you think they are. So I'm just going to put that over La Glaze right there. All right. Now, let's figure out where Baker is. So let's have them report their status. Okay. They can see a hill 0.7 kilometers west of them and a river 1.5 kilometers northwest of them. Okay, and a town 1.6 kilometers south. So I've already implemented, as you can tell, units can get lost, or at least they can be set to be lost. Right now I don't have a way of them actively getting lost. They just could start off lost. And when they're lost, they're not quite sure where they are. So they'll just give you information as to what they can see. So we can look over here in this little chat log here so we don't have to keep asking them where they were. So it says that they saw a hill 0.7 kilometers west of them. So there's only one hill in the map. That's Hill 51. So if they see a hill 0.7 kilometers, and if we look in the bottom left here, each of my little squares here is 1 square kilometer. Well, they should be somewhere around here perhaps, because there's a hill a bit over half a kilometer to the west of them, and it just checks to see where the edge of that hill is. That's the distance from center from unit to the edge of the hill. And there's also a river northwest of them, 1.5 kilometers. So probably around here. I probably have to check the collision box of the river a bit more. It's kind of weird, but they're probably around here. And if they say there's also a town 1.6 kilometers south of them, so if the town edge is right here, we go 1 and another half. Well, it seems like they're probably right around here. Probably there. Okay. So let's do some of the other orders now. We can tell them to move around. So let's just have let's just have them move here. I'm just going to move them to this road here. So if I say Able move to red flag, and it says they're heading to a road, and they're going there. I do have these weird coordinates here. As you can see, when I move my mouse, you can see these little numbers appear next to them. These are the coordinates I'm using. I'll probably switch it over to some a letter and a number. So like letters will be columns and numbers will be rows in the future. But for now, we'll just stick with these numbers of what they are in the Unity world, so it's easier for me to understand. So they should be moving, and they should report to me when they've made it there. Can just wait a moment. If we're impatient, oh, there we go. Give that a check. Alright, so it says they've arrived there, so now I can move my marker there. Alright, good. And let's move Baker up onto the hill. Okay. So because they're lost, you can't tell them to move to a specific coordinate or anything. You actually have to use, this is what the move relative to your position order is. And what this does here is I can specify which directions they go to. So if I want them to go to the hill, I'd probably specify go, I don't know, probably like 0.6 kilometers west of where they currently are, and maybe 0.2 kilometers north of from where they are. So they should go up and to the left a little bit, or left into the left and up a bit. So let's try that out. And it looks like because of my rounding, they don't actually print out that. I should probably change that. So they print out exactly where they're going. And I have made it that once units enter basically named landmarks, they aren't lost anymore. So now that Baker's not lost, we can now order them around to move the red flag, and we don't have to do this relative to position. The last order is just the hold position order, and that does exactly what you think it does. They just stop where they are. Okay. So I'm not sure how many more orders I will make, but these are kind of the basic ones. Reporting status, moving to an absolute coordinate, and then moving to relative to where they are, and just stopping. We'll see if the game needs more than that. Maybe you'll have several combat stances, perhaps, but we'll have to wait and see. And so now, if I want to actually check where my units are, I can just hit Tab here. I've got a debug layout. It looks like it's a little bit off with my coordinates. We can see these little envelopes. These are the actual units. And I was a little bit off the hill, but able was exactly where I wanted them to be. And we can see on Stavelot that there is indeed an enemy. The two circles around each unit, the larger one represents the sight line of a unit, so they'll be able to spot enemies that enter that. And the smaller circle is the radius that they can fight people at. So they can fight any direction, but anybody who's within the circle, they'll fight. But they'll be able to see people further than they can fight. So I think that was a lot of work, getting these orders working and getting units moving and such. There's a lot more work to do of how units report their status and more interesting ways of when they're damaged and when they're lost. A lot of thought will have to be put into how often they report to you and what they report to you to make them seem more human. That'll take a lot of work. But thanks for tuning in. See you next time.